Today we are going to learn about what is business finance. Okay, what is business finance means? The money a business uses to run, grow and manage its daily operations. And also you can say how a business gets money, uses it and keeps track of it. For example, if you consider a person, what the person will do is pays bill, buy groceries, save for future. This is how a person manages the finance. When it comes to business, it is pretty much the same. So a business needs finance to buy materials or stock, to pay salaries, invest in equipment, expand business, and for the emergency fund. So, a business need a finance for all these factors. To manage all these factors, to run a successful business, you need to know about the business finance. Let's see an example. You consider a small clothing shop owner, what are all the activities he will be doing and what we call it in the financial terms, and you just have the idea of what business finance means. Consider a owner invest a lakh of rupees to start a business. So whatever the amount you are investing for your business, you represent it as a capital, and then you buy clothes in bulk and then you call it as an inventory. Imagine you start a business and you're buying whatever the clothes you want to sell, you're just buying it in bulk from the wholesaler and storing it in a room, so that you call it as inventory. And then after you start a business, you will own a shop and you have to pay rent and salary to the helper and electricity bill, etc. You have to spend for the business, that you represent as operating expenses. And then you have to, like, you will be selling the clothes and earn money daily. So whatever the products you sell, you just get the money and that you call it as a revenue. And then after all the cost, whatever the amount left is called as the profit. In other case, you can represent as revenue minus expense is what the profit is. On the other hand, whatever the process you have seen here, it's all just how a person owns, sorry, how a person plans, spend, earn and save. So these all factors you are represent as business finance. Why the finance is important in business? You can simply say it is a backbone of any business, like a fuel for a vehicle. So if you're not maintaining or managing the finance for a business, what are all the drawbacks you will be seeing? Here we have listed what are all the drawbacks. We can see that you can't pay the daily expenses and you can't grow or expand, or you can't survive in the tough times, or you can't earn the profits properly. So if you didn't manage the finance in your business properly, you will face all these consequences. If you manage the finance, all these listed things are possible. You can pay the daily expenses properly, you can grow your business or expand your business, and in any emergency situations you can survive if you manage the finance. And also you can earn a more profit or the reasonable profits. And in addition to that, you can also make a good business decisions that will help you to choose the right strategy or the pricing or where you can invest on your business.